gone home, and a few minutes into the evening, you yell at your spouse, your dog, or an extremely aggravating inanimate object? How many of you have gone off happily to work only to be so stressed out by midday you cannot swallow even one bite of your lunch? Everyday life can wear you down. Stinging criticism, obnoxious clerks, difficult coworkers, drivers who copy their license off the back of a comic book. If you pay attention to the range of emotions that you go through in just one day, you may think you spend your time being assailed from all sides by clueless people who think life is just a way to play bumper cars with your feelings. If you would rather not be at their mercy, there's a magic formula that can be used anytime, any place that will help you cool down, back off, let go of your fear, focus your mind, stabilize your emotions, and make your life exponentially better than it could ever be without it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you about it today. As an extra added bonus, it's free and priceless. If we control our thoughts, we can control our responses. If we can control our responses, we can control our feelings. We can control our feelings, we can stand tall in the midst of life while others are crashing and burning around us. At which point you can share this little secret. Many things are made possible by the use of a mantra. A mantra is a sound syllable word or group of words capable of creating transformation. It can be religiously or spiritually based, but it doesn't have to be. However, milk, 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 rubber baby buggy muffers aren't going to cut it. It needs to be transformational. It needs to call you to a higher ideal and be something meaningful you can focus your mind on. It's not an affirmation, although it certainly is affirming. Have any of you used affirmations? Mm-hmm. Do they help? An affirmation is something you focus on for the short term to meet a goal. A mantra is used to bring about transformation of your entire character throughout your whole lifetime. Affirmations are beautiful, short-lived sayings. Mantras are lifelong and enlightening. In terms of how they can affect your life, we're talking the difference between a crack in the sidewalk and the Grand Canyon. You can use a mantra without meditating. The two work better together, but even obsessive thinkers can and do use a mantra to control their thinking, slow their mind down without ever meditating. You can use it anytime, any place. Bored, do the mantra. Worry about things you can do nothing about, do your mantra. Frustrated with things at work, home, or school, use your mantra. Angry, definitely use your mantra. Anytime you lose your peace is a time to repeat your mantra. You can literally use it anytime you can hear yourself think. Although it can be said aloud, it's just as effective when repeated silently. Perfect for that obnoxious relative you find yourself stuck beside during holiday get-together. It can also be used while you're waiting somewhere or for someone. To calm nervousness before a speech, for example. While doing repetitive tasks, exercising, dealing with annoying situations, being around anyone you're not fond of, anyone or anything. Especially for bringing to a halt worry and compulsive thinking. It is excellent for putting the brakes on those things that make you feel insecure, nervous. Perfect for mistakes that you continually beat yourself up over. How often do you repeat a mantra? Every time your mind takes off on you, every time you start to worry or fret or ruminate on a problem, whenever your feelings are escalating out of your control, when your mind is in a feeding frenzy for any reason, anytime you want to short circuit spiraling negativity, manage emotions, or calm yourself, a mantra is the tool to use. Using a mantra makes you aware of your thinking. First, because you learn to stop yourself every time you fall into negative or unhealthy thoughts. Second, because you become truly aware of how often your mind is in a rut and how much exercise you can exert over your mental processes. Third, because staying with your ideals calls you not only to be better, to think better, but to be better and to do better. Another reason to use a mantra is for success, or more importantly, effectiveness. Mahatma Gandhi led the biggest peaceful resistance in the history of the world against the greatest empire that existed. He won. And one of the things that helped him succeed was his use of a mantra, which kept his attention focused on where he was going and not where he was. Gandhi truly believed that anyone could do what he did, that anybody in this room can do the things that he did and have the same success that he did at it if he or she chooses to work toward a higher ideal, which keep in mind with your mantra. What you think about, you bring about. You cultivate peace just like you sow seed, one thought at a time. In every moment, you have that choice to choose peace. If you already use a mantra, let people know how it's helped you. If you don't use a mantra, I encourage you to look into resources that will help you pick and use one, know peace, and achieve true and lasting effectiveness and success. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a blessed day.